Good morning. I have come into town this morning to get a few jobs done ahead of my op. I'm going to get some euros for our holiday, and I've got some shorts to return for Filth to Primark. I don't know whether it's just because of where I live. Doncaster's a pretty deprived area, or whether your town centres are like this as well, but I really try to avoid coming in if I can help it, because it's just so run down and I just don't feel safe anymore, the people that are hanging around. I only really tend to come if we're going to the cinema or the theatre, the library, if I'm meeting my sons, or if I need to go to Primark really. Other than that, I try to avoid it as much as I can. It's still quite early, so it might be a bit better today. Let's hope so anyway. So yeah, hoping to have a good lunch around Primark. I don't know if anybody follows Perry Shan on TikTok, but she recently did a really good 3-pot Primark haul. Now, I don't hold out any hope that my Primark's going to be as good as that, because it rarely is. But it's just nice to have a little bit of a browse anyway when you've got a bit of spare time, isn't it? Gosh, I'm getting run over. So yeah, I'll catch up with you later and let you know if I get anything. Good morning. It is Operation Day. I'm on my way to the hairdressers. It is 7:20 a.m. I'm not going to be able to wash my hair for a few days, and I'm feeling pretty, not ugly because that's the wrong thing to say, but I can't wear any jewellery. I've had to take my necklace off, my earrings off. Had my nails soaked off. I can't have my toe polish on, anything like that. So I just thought it'd be nice to get my hair braided, just so it's one less thing to worry about. I don't have to contend with horrible greasy looking hair as well. So yeah, I'm going to go and see my friend Amanda. She's my hairdresser. She's been my hairdresser for like the last 20 years, but I class her as a friend as well now. Yeah, I've had my breakfast. I am now nil by mouth as of 7 a.m. I can drink water up until 10:30 a.m. But then nothing, and my operation's not going to be until tea time, so I think by then I'm going to be absolutely starving. Whether I'll get anything to eat by the end of the day, I don't know. I'm sure they'll bring me some food or something at some point, but what it will be like, who knows. But I've packed an apple and a cereal bar in my bag as well, just in case the food's no good or I just don't fancy it, because you never know how you're going to feel coming round from anaesthetic, do you? That's if you've ever had anaesthetic. I've had a general anaesthetic twice now, so I do know what to expect, and I'm not looking forward to it because I just don't like that sensation of being put to sleep. And I know that sort of like when you come round as well, you just want to stay asleep, and they're trying to wake you up, and like you're just like, no, just let me sleep. But yeah, I just want it over and done with now. It feels like it's been a long time coming. I think when I did that TikTok, when I went for the consultation, I feel like that was in February, and he could have given me a date in April, but it's sort of like it was just before. It was like a couple of weeks before me and Phil did the Wild Hybrid event, so I sort of postponed it for another 3 weeks or so, just so I could get that out of the way, because I'd already signed up and committed to that. So yeah, I just feel like it's been a long time coming, but we're here, the day is here, and I'm excited, really excited. I've been watching loads of TikToks and things on people who've had the operation, so I know what to expect. I've got to sort of bear in mind that immediately after the operation, they're not going to look, like they will. Apparently they take about 6 months to like fluff up again or something. And I'm expecting to be round about an A cup, maybe a very small B. And I'm a double D now, 32 double D. So yeah, losing quite a lot of size, but to be honest with you, I could not be happier about that. Especially as a runner as well, because they just feel heavy. You're running and they're bouncing about, even with a really supportive sports bar on the bouncing around, and it's just not that comfortable. And I'm just really aware of them now all the time. They feel uncomfortable under my armpits. I've had some pain, and they are definitely leaking silicone as well, which is the other thing. Imagine if you've had a party and you find a balloon down the back of the settee like 2 weeks after the party's finished. You know how a balloon looks when it's old? It's sort of like, it's not got a puncture as such, but like the surface of the balloon's like all wrinkly and sort of like shriveled because it's lost some air. Well, apparently that's like exactly what happens to silicone implants over time. They don't, it might not be that they've ruptured, but they can leak silicone, and that's definitely what's happened to mine, because you can actually see through my skin, you can see the ripples now in the silicone bag where it's not full anymore, and like, where is that silicone gone? It's gone into my body, which I just find like really alarming. Definitely should have done more research at the time when I had them put in, but I feel like so many people even now are still getting breast implants and maybe not asking these questions and not really thinking about the long term, like what's the end game. Like, people have said to me, you're going to have them put back in again. It's like, no, why would I? I'm going to be in exactly the same position in another 10-15 years, having to have them removed or exchanged or replaced again. I don't want to keep putting myself through these operations. They're going in through the same scars. Like, why would I keep doing that to myself? So people who are having the first lot of breast implants in their 40s or 50s, what you're gonna? I just don't know. I just don't understand. And girls who are having them done, like at 18, 19, 20, early 20s, they could end up potentially having 5 or 6 operations, and it's not good at all. Anyway, I'll catch up with you later. I don't reckon much to this hotel. She woke me up at 5:30. However, she did bring me a pot of Yorkshire tea, so all is forgiven. Good morning, just making myself a little bit of breakfast. Got the 0% Greek yogurt because it's full of protein, and I've just got some forest fruits that I've defrosted from the freezer. I'm going to have some banana and some honey on there as well. Also made myself a cup of coffee with my collagen powder in there. I'm going to go and take Buddy for a walk in a little while. I'm a bit concerned because he's at colour. Could do with a waist belt really, but I don't have one, so I'm just going to have to hope that you are on your best behaviour and not pulling my arms off. So I've had a bath this morning. I'm not allowed to shower for 2 weeks. I'm hoping that's going to change when I go to my appointment next Wednesday. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, I had a little bit of a moment when I first saw myself because it was a bit of a shock. If you imagine sort of taking something out of a cavity, the cavity is just going to sort of collapse inwards kind of thing, and that's what it looks like. But I do still have some breast tissue there, which is good to see, and hopefully, I've heard it takes 6 months to a year for things to sort of fluff up again, if you like. So I just need to be patient and sort of like just trust the journey. But I feel 100% happy that I've made the right decision. There's no doubt about that at all in my mind. And I don't know if you can see. I'll just pull that down. You can see I have got a little bit of breast tissue there. Like I say, this is a compression bar, so it is being squished down a lot. I had no pain whatsoever in the night. Had a really good night's sleep. Just feels a little bit itchy. The scars just feel a bit itchy. But yeah, I'm going to take the dog for a walk and then crack on with my day. I think I'm going to come back then. Gosh, my phone keeps sliding all over the place. Come back then, I think I'm going to settle on the settee. Pick you up a bit, that's better. I'm going to settle on the settee and I'm going to watch the Molly May documentary. I'm really not sure what's happened to the weather. It was supposed to be sunny when I checked last. It's going to be sunny all week. It's quite cool. Just come out for my little walk. I'm not going to do my usual walk that I do because I think that would just be taking it a little bit too far. And I'm still trying to be taking it easy, but it's easier said than done. I'm one of those people that likes to be on the go all the time, and I do find it difficult to rest, but obviously if I want to recover quickly, I need to give myself time. So yeah, I'm going to go home and I think I'm going to watch the Molly May documentary, the second part. I'm not caught up with that yet. And read a little bit more of my book. And I've actually got some content to film for a brand, which I'm planning on doing tomorrow, I think. I'm going to see how I go. Yeah. Come on, buds. Good morning. It is Friday. I need to get better at saying what day of the week it is and where we're at, because otherwise, watching this back, it's just going to be this like random selection of clips with like no sense of time, if you like. And it's my aim to sort of like do one vlog a week. So yeah, it's Friday. Just getting some breakfast. I'm sorry if this is too much information, but I've not been to the toilet since before I had my operation, so I've not been to the toilet since Monday, so I need to try and get things moving. So I've got some high fibre bran. I'm just going to get a banana as well to put on there. Yeah, could do with things starting to move. Phil's just been to collect the weekly shopping for us. Feeling good still. Today, not much planned, still resting. I'm still off work. I've got a couple of vintage orders to parcel up and take the dog out for a little walk. And that's about it really for today. Nothing else planned other than that. Thank you for all your lovely comments, those of you that's already watched my first vlog. I'm sorry, I know it wasn't very good. Like I say, I need to get more into the habit of sort of saying what day and what, you know, what time it is, because yeah, it's a bit difficult to follow along with otherwise. But yeah, thank you for your lovely comments and I've had a couple of DMs as well regarding what happened at the end of the last vlog. And I know I don't talk about that part of my life much on TikTok, but you know, I think it's important to keep things real, and these feelings are still very near the surface, even though it's something I've been dealing with for a long time now. And that was just one moment where it kind of completely took me by surprise, and that tends to be the way really. I can be sort of like going along okay for a number of days or weeks, and then all of a sudden it will just like hit me like a ton of bricks, which is what happened when I was on that run. But yeah, anyway, thank you for your messages, really appreciate the kindness. So, some milk. Sit and have my cup of coffee. So it's Friday afternoon and I'm just having a little bit of time in the garden and just enjoying the sunshine. We've just popped out to Boots. I went to get some arnica cream because I've got some really quite bad bruising sort of under here, under my, not where the stitches are, but sort of in the middle here. So I thought that would be good for healing. I'm still wearing my compression tights, so it's pretty hot and uncomfortable. I'm not sure whether I need to keep them on though, to be honest, because I mean I'm getting plenty of steps in and getting plenty of activity, so yeah, I've got my appointment on Wednesday, so I'll check in then and see if I still need to keep wearing them, because they didn't originally say 2 weeks. Feeling a bit tired this afternoon. I've just had a little bit of a sleep on the settee for 10-15 minutes. But other than that, all good. Good morning, it is Saturday morning and we are here at Parkrun today. Millie's with me and we've come to watch Phil, who's going to get a PB today, hopefully. Getting a little bit of FOMO because I can't run, obviously. It's only 4 days post-op. But yeah, it's really great to come to Parkrun. You see so many people that you know. It's just like a lovely atmosphere. Everybody's supportive of each other. It's so inclusive, doesn't matter whether you want to walk it, whether you're a fast runner. Yeah, it's just really nice atmosphere. So if you've never been and checked one out, find your local one. Even if you go down and watch, really recommend it. So I'm going to be here just in a supporting capacity today. There's a few people that we know from our gym that are running, so we're going to take some photos of them, hopefully. Yeah, and I'll catch up with you later.
And don't forget to subscribe, like and subscribe the video and comment.
Like and subscribe and comment down below.
Yeah.
Good, thank you for that. I almost forgot. Millie, what are you doing?
Wait. Hello, we're in our way to B&Q, and also it's like boring and I don't like it and I hate it also, and also I'll see you guys when we get there.
Just want to show you our garden. This is some new garden furniture that we recently bought. And this table, it's like a dining table, but you can turn it round and make it into a lower coffee table as well. And we've got this little summer house here, and we've just been finishing it off. We've still got some way to go. We've not bought any special furniture for it. This was a settee that we had outside. Just got a little light up there. It needs painting and everything. But yeah, I'm going to put some bookshelves up and just have it as like a little nice quiet space where we can sit, hopefully when the weather turns cold as well, because we've insulated it all, so hopefully it's going to be nice and warm. Get some throws in there, and we've got, Phil's put a socket in, so we've got the radio, and we've got somewhere where we can charge phones up and things. So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting this all painted and getting all the finishing touches in there. Let me know what you think. What colour should I paint the inside? The outside is this sort of like Air Forcey blue colour. Didn't know whether to go with like a pale pink or a lilac or a white, or sort of like go a darker blue. Not really sure, so pop in the comments what colour you think I should paint in here. So there you go, it's now Sunday and that was basically my week. Let me know what you think, let me know what you'd like to see more of. If you can comment below, that would be fantastic. And of course, if you could like and subscribe, as Millie said, that would be amazing. And I'll catch up with you all next week. Bye!